up, guys and gals? Me, Mudahar, and today we have to have a serious talk, okay? About shopping carts. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's something that wilds me out is when I go grocery shopping, because I have to get food to sustain my human form. Yeah, you know, the one thing that I find funny in the parking lot is seeing like 7 shopping carts just chilling out in the middle of nowhere. Now, I'm one of those people that when I'm done putting stuff into my car, I put the shopping cart in the corral. It's what it's there for, okay? To corral carts. Now, of course, the reason why you shouldn't leave shopping carts out there, you know, A, they take up like unused parking slots. The other thing is sometimes wind comes and then the shopping carts fly into somebody else's car and nobody wants car troubles. Nobody wants to deal with that. Maybe it's a Canadian thing, all right? Maybe we're just, you know, there for our fellow man, or at least we try to be. But I'm generally in support of people pushing in their carts to the corral. Now, if it's one thing I love about YouTube is there's a channel for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cartner Arcs, for those of you who don't know. And they're pretty active uploaders where they basically go into like parking lots and basically shame people for not putting their shopping carts back. The 5 seconds they could have spent in order to not get shamed in front of nearly 500,000 people. This is a whole channel for it. Now, of course, this is such harmless, goofy stuff that I'm absolutely 100% in support of the people behind it. Now, of course, like every good meme, there's a origin story behind it. Now, this is the Woody Show. It's a radio show. For a lot of you youngins that don't know, but Buddha, what's a radio? It's the thing before television. And of course, you know, when you're in your car, you fire up the radio and you listen to shows. This is like a morning show, but the person behind it is interesting. The person behind Cartner Arcs is one of their producers. This is Sebastian. Now, Sebastian's main gimmick is basically going in to these... Now, Sebastian basically started off by basically creating this thing in 2018, where he said, Cartner Arcs, shaming people who don't put back carts. Let's listen to this.
Sebastian here from The Woody Show, and Americans unfortunately are facing an epidemic perpetrated by the laziness of their fellow citizens. We're talking about the dicks who don't take their shopping carts back to the corral. Dinged car doors, spots taken up, grocery prices raised sky high because employees have to go out and spend their time hunting down carts. Well, we're doing something about it. We are publicly shaming those dicks who don't take back their shopping cart.
I love it. I love it. I love the fact that this is even a concept. So obviously, you know, I just love when they have like this TV style framing going on. Let me tell you right, Sebastian very much puts a level of charisma that is unmatched by many on this platform. To show you guys the level of fear that Sebastian has instilled into parking lots in America, I'm going to show you the response that basically he gets from people that are apparently about to leave their cart behind. So in this shot, you can see this individual walking by. He's thinking, maybe I'll leave the cart. Looks directly at our agent. And then he thinks, well, goddamn, what do I do? He looks around quickly for a corral, notices one right there, and then he immediately flips around. Now, of course, you know, our agent Greg will definitely put it up to him, but this is the level of fear instilled in order not to get publicly shamed. The dude corrals it. I love it. He's absolutely right about public shaming. The moment people are looking at you for doing an obviously shitty thing, yeah, they won't proceed to do the shitty thing. Now, of course, to understand, it's even wilder when you've got an actual, and I'm not joking with you, but don't take my word or Sebastian's word for it. You know you've made YouTube content when there is a goddamn university scientific paper written about you. You can see at the 72nd annual conference of the Association of Internet. Oh, man, that's a cute way of saying Redditors. But you can see at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. The typical Cartner Arcs YouTube video opens with the agent Sebastian walking through a grocery store parking lot. Sebastian briefly explains the video's purpose. We shame people who don't put their carts back. And he looks for a cart miscreant to confront. And of course, he tells you with around 160 videos, 160,000 subscribers, and 18 million views, Cartner Arcs is an elite YouTube channel. They didn't just use elite. Come on now. Jesus Christ. Yes, this is in fact a actual like professional paper. written about this. By engineering a communication situation around shopping carts, the Cartner Arc is able to take the moral high ground and leave saps few options. Concede and return the cart. Tell the Cartner Arc to mind his own business. Ignore him. And this is the reaction of the situation is designed to provide. Now, of course, if you want to look at what Sebastian looks like in public, I'm going to show you how he dresses up. This is Sebastian in the Cartner Arc uniform. Oh, he's got a harness, got the GoPro. He is ready to go. I can't, dude. This is the greatest I've ever seen. He's got the whole red baton. He's got the whole uniform. This is a man that takes it into character. Now, if you look at one thing he's got down over here, that, my friends, is a sticker. Now, what does he do with that sticker? Well, he sticks it onto those cars that have actually not put their carts back in the corral. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is where things get very dangerous for our friend Sebastian. And it's to a point where he had guns pulled onto him, and I'm going to show you exactly where it gets really spooky.
Deal here, Cartner Arcs. You got cart returns all over the place around here.
Okay. Are you going to get it for me?
No, sir, I'm a Cartner Arc. I narc out people that don't get their carts.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, let them know. Let them know I didn't put it back.
Well, I'm going to let you know first. I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Why? How can you be good being a lazy bones?
Sorry, man. I hope you have a good day.
Well, I'm going to give you our bumper hood of...
I love the passive aggressiveness of this situation. That dude is not having it, and our friend Sebastian is definitely about to give it. So you can see right here, he's about to put the sticker on. He's like, "Don't do it."
This is my company.
Watch what he's about to do.
Well, this is just a magnet.
Don't do it. Don't put that shit
It's
on my
non-marking, sir.
Don't put that shit on my phone.
Well, let me see. You see what it says?
There you go. He brought the gat out, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Yes, this is what happens. Now, of course, he filmed this in Texas, which doesn't really shock me. Everyone, even unborn fetuses, probably have registered firearms, or I don't even know if registration is that important in the state of Texas, hidden in their trucks. Yes, this person has escalated the situation from goofy to borderline dangerous. And in some capacity, I would not let this person near a firearm because that is just unhinged escalations. But then again, he loads a gun getting ready to go. And obviously our buddy Sebastian backs off from it because he realizes dying over a YouTube channel isn't the play. Even like Texas officers had to tell him this was like mostly a misdemeanor and brandishing a firearm under those terms weren't so bad. Look, it's in the state of Texas, Sebastian. You're not gonna come out fine. Now, of course, honestly, if that happened to me once, I would never upload videos. But see, Sebastian has what I like to call mega balls, all right? And of course, this wasn't the first time he ever had a firearm brandished on him. There was other cases, in, of course, the state of Texas where this occurred.
Got me in the hip. Yes, sir, he left his car right here blocking the spot, inconsiderate of other shoppers like yourself.
He's chasing this man.
Sir,
He's already brandished a gun! Look at that. The dude just brandishing a whole 9 again. Everyone is loaded and ready to go in the state of Texas.
Lethal force is not justified.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, lethal force, like Sebastian says, is not justified. But of course, this is one of those scenarios where just the most harmless of real world trolling can get anybody killed. Now, of course, what's even wilder is people like Dr. Phil have decided to put their 2 cents in and basically tell Sebastian what he's doing isn't exactly good, isn't exactly, a great thing that he's going behind. Because of copyright on YouTube, I cannot play Dr. Phil without having assassins sent over to my house. So just to summarize for you what's going on, Dr. Phil brings our God and Lord Sebastian on television and asks him, maybe there are just better things you can do, like feeding the homeless. To which Sebastian says, anybody that says that really doesn't actually go out to feed the homeless. It's really just a big old virtue signal. And to be honest, I can kind of agree. I find it a little insulting that Dr. Phil is out here trying to morally grandstand when his content and his show has always profiteered off of the most bereaved and most hilarious in society. At least, when you watch Maury Povich, flat out that Maury understands his content is morally bankrupt. But at least he's not trying to beat the bush and try to make it a holier-than-thou situation. Honestly, I kind of don't like Dr. Phil just because of that, but I feel like I might as well summarize and phrase things to the best of my abilities. Anyways, without getting sent to the ranch, let's get back to the video. There's other elements of danger too, like for instance, when he puts a sticker on, these people just do not have a good day. This guy's already brought the knife out on him, and this is some of the most This content right here, when I see this, it is the most like anxiety writing experience for me. And one thing that I look at with all these license plates that I'm blurring out of the video, because obviously Sebastian's not doing it, but I have to go through that effort because, again, I don't want to like leak out any personal information. But he travels effectively the entire country. I've seen plates from Texas, Massachusetts, California, you name it. So Sebastian is like a world warrior. Speaking of world warrior, what am I saying? Sebastian went all the way to Australia for this too. Listen to this one. So of course, here's our buddy in Sydney, Australia, and apparently it seems like a woman has taken this cart and she's gonna go home with it. Now, of course, Sebastian, you know, being the character that he is, do you think he's going to just shame her here or follow her all the way home? This is when it gets a little creepy, chat. Watch this one.
Oh god, 6-8 blocks from the grocery store. The ladies have taken the cart into a garage, unloading the car. Grocery.
Okay, first off, he's making it sound like they have a chop shop for shopping carts. Bro, there's a big difference between doing this in the parking lot and going all the way home. This is unhinged behavior, Sebastian. I was defending you for the majority of the video, but this is where I also criticize you.
One lady's getting out. In carts, I'm from America, obviously. You can tell they buy little trolleys you can get for yourself, you know?
No, it's all good.
You'd rather just steal it.
I always take my trolley back, but I usually take the bags because I've had an operation. I can't carry.
But you could get your own personal trolley. That way you could take it anywhere else. But you don't have to go to Woolworths with it. You can go anywhere. You can go to the whole world.
It's all right.
Trolley's
the best one though.
Do you guys have the term in Australia, lazy bones?
Could you imagine waking up one day, going to the grocery store, shopping for your groceries, coming home, and then some dude from America has flown in, and you have unfortunately been caught in their sting operation. Holy crap. Just the absurdity of the situation baffles me. Now, I think I've shown you enough of Cartner Arcs and Sebastian's wacky characters and antics on the internet. Now, unfortunately, the problem with this entire story, as much as I like to look at this content, I consider it wholesome myself, the real problem is he's putting himself in some real actual danger here, and unfortunately, given the fact that he's already got 2 firearms that I've known brandished on him, and a knife at least, I can only hope that it never escalates from there on. Sebastian seems like he knows he has a good eye for attention, a good head on his shoulders, and he can get out of sticky situations, but this is one of those scenarios where a goofy thing can lead to an incredibly serious altercation. Now, of course, at the end of the day, this has kind of sparked some debate, like if he's actually doing something cool or based, or if it's a real act. Look, at the end of the day, it's Cartnarking, okay? This isn't like the most serious thing imaginable. But of course, it's one thing that I can absolutely respect. Like in the beginning of the video, it takes like maybe 5 seconds to be the good person and put your cart into the corral. If you're being publicly shamed for just being an asshole, I really don't have any sympathy for it. 9 times out of 10, the people who are actually leaving their shopping carts unchecked in the parking lot are probably like sociopathic individuals that just do other shit that just annoy people anyways. These are probably the same people that just merge onto like a busy like highway section on the on-off ramp just because they think, wow, I beat 20 cars in the lane, when they're just deliberately ruining the flow of traffic for everybody. The amount of people I see doing this in like California, Toronto, you name it, any massive city, just astounds me and leaves me alone. I had to mention it just for mentioning's sake. But of course, I think what he's doing is ultimately a cool little internet thing. Nobody's really being hurt in this scenario. In fact, if anything, his presence has sparked so much fear into shopping, like parking lots around America, that I'm hopefully about to see less and less of this disgusting, inane practice. So I guess moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, there's a YouTube channel for everything, and Sebastian is our resident cart operative. The man, the Leon S. Kennedy of the resident shopping world. I didn't even know this, but there's like a shopping cart race every year apparently in Chicago that he ended up covering on his channel. And of course it's done for charity, like it's a yearly race where people just dress up a shopping cart and have wacky races. Again, so many weird things happen around the world, and thanks to YouTube and social media, I learn about the cool stuff. And you know what? It allows me to have some fun in life. You know, not everything is negative. Sometimes things are positive. But of course, I'm hoping that one day I will see Sebastian not stop uploading, because at that point I'll know that the Cartner Arc has truly entered some serious problems. But ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.